Speaker, my question...
Order. I've called David Garrett. Order.
My question is to the Minister of Police and asks, how many people have been convicted of a strike offence since 1 June 2010, and how many of those offenders have been sentenced?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, the Ministry of Justice has advised me that as at the 22nd of August, 45 offenders have been convicted of a Stage 1 strike offence. There have been no convictions at Stage 2 or Stage 3. 5 of those 45 offenders have now been sentenced.
David Garrett.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what effect will the Three Strikes Law have on recidivist offenders who, under Labor's legislation, could be released after serving just 1/3 of their sentence?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, the new law means that the worst repeat violent offenders will not receive parole. Parole is a privilege that must be earned. It should not be granted to those who demonstrate total disregard for the law by continuing to commit serious violent offending, despite warnings. Offenders who remain in prison to serve their full sentence will not have the opportunity to commit further crime. This means that there will be fewer victims, and that is an excellent outcome.
David Garrett.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, does she agree with the ACT Party and Grant Robertson MP, who recently expressed the view that we should be focusing on zero-tolerance policing, which, as Mr Robertson noted, has been hugely successful in slashing crime rates in New York? And if not, why not?
Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, I'm always happy to hear suggestions, even when they're from the opposition. However, I would like to say that police are now implementing the Policing Excellence Program, which has a number of work streams that will change the face of policing in New Zealand. Several aspects of the program have already been trialled, particularly in counties Manukau, and it is already having a marked impact on community safety. The police will be rolling out these programs nationwide, and I expect they will make a very positive impact.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
To the Minister, how many cases have there been where a strike should have been recorded against a sentenced offender but has not been?
Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, I haven't got those figures for the member, but I'm happy to provide them to him should he put them down in a written question.
The point of order, the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, I just ask you to reflect on that answer for this reason, that the Minister obviously prepared for a set of statistics very germane to this question, around the primary question, and is it the case that we have a Minister who will prepare in a very narrow way and then on a number of occasions Sarah simply said, I don't have the information?
Order. The Minister gave a commendably honest answer to the question asked. She told the House she didn't have that particular information. She didn't put in a lot of political padding around it, and I think that's a perfectly fair answer to a question. She wouldn't have known that exactly that question would come up, and I think she'd be to be commended for an honest, straight answer to the House. Question number